This is opening day for the Toronto Blue Jays, and scalpers are already raking in huge profits.
How much you pay? God, $200 for 4? Over asking or over face value? Over. Double.
The Toronto Blue Jays kicked off their season this week with a packed house at Rogers Centre. But fans might be shocked to learn that scalpers controlled nearly half the tickets for the home opener. A joint investigation by CBC News and the Toronto Star has exposed the extent to which scalping sites like StubHub, SeatGeek, and others are involved at a substantial profit. And there's more.
They're going to sell out their game regardless, and now they're benefiting from whatever sales that we do on top of that.
The investigation found the Blue Jays entered into a formal partnership with StubHub, earning a cut on every ticket resold on the site.
The average fan does not know that their Blue Jays are getting paid twice.
Dave Sedlins was part of the CBC News team working on this story.
So Dave, I know, and you know, our audience knows that you've been working on these scalping stories for the better part of a year now. We saw some of the numbers there, but give us the real top-line findings in this story.
So the volume of tickets, we've got a stadium, there's 46,000 seats available. We tracked individual seats in excess of 20,000, it was 20,500 and something. That's the number of tickets that were wound up somewhere on a resale website. That's about 45% of the entire stadium.
Wow.
The markups, on average, 205%.
Which is why families can't afford to go to these things anymore.
Exactly, and by our math, that means probably in the neighborhood, scalpers are making gross profits more than $2 million. And I can tell you our analysis, it had some gaps. We didn't capture exactly all of the tickets, so the numbers are actually probably much larger than this. This is what we could prove.
And so how did you capture this? Where do you go to find this story?
So this is a great example of data journalism. This is where the public-facing websites of Ticketmaster, which is the formal primary box office, and the websites of StubHub and SeatGeek and the other resellers, they're available to the public. We had a programmer go and observe and monitor and create software that could monitor the websites and the sales and crunch all that data. And we were able to track every seat as it was sold from the box office and see which ones reappeared at some point after they went on sale on the resale site. So we were able to crunch huge numbers. We were able to see patterns where huge volumes went on sale during the pre-sale. These are the periods before the public really gets access. It's fan clubs or season ticket holders. Tons of traffic there where all of the prime seats appeared to get scooped up, thousands of them. That's where the most were reposted online. We also saw something really interesting. Even before the pre-sales, there were 3,500 tickets posted for resale on StubHub. Well, wait a minute, how does that work? Well, it's the season ticket holders. And what we've learned is that in this whole ticketing game, even the Blue Jays admit this year they've got 13,000 season tickets. Of that, 50% they say are owned by brokers. Now this is the polite language for scalpers, people that buy season tickets only for the purpose of reselling.
So where's the consumer left in all of this? Everybody's in on the game except for the buyer.
Well, paying more is number one. And it's been a mystery. I mean, the reality is this kind of buying and selling and trading that goes on at this mass scale with, you know, huge amounts of software.
This is not just outside the stadium anymore with some guy yelling tickets, right?
No, it's moved all online and it's very sophisticated and the public hasn't really caught up, so this is actually why we're interested in this investigation. We're peeling back the layers to understand who are the players, who's got a stake in this, what is the software that's driving this, that allows somebody to move millions of dollars of tickets? Because we know in our investigation last fall, StubHub has a program for top sellers and provides software and provides financial incentives for people who move volumes of millions of dollars of tickets a year. So in terms of the consumer, we're hoping that these stories give them information to educate them. What are you to do? You know, a lot of critics say there's a market here. And so long as people are willing to pay more to get into these big events, there are going to be scalpers, and the best defense is don't go, don't buy them, don't participate.
That's the one thing that gets any company's attention. And all these details are online, CBC.ca.
They are.
Thank you.
Thank you.